back to the Brocante for about the third time in 10 days because something we saw previously we want to buy and we're hoping that it's still there. I believe this was here last time we came. That's an interesting looking piece of machinery. Something photographic. Some sort of camera. I seem to remember something like this in my granny's kitchen. It's still there. We're going to have that.
Has she got high enough ceilings?
Well, we're building the ceilings.
No, we're not.
There's quite a lot of retro things here as well. That's actually still in its original packet. Irish linen. Interesting patterns. Right, we've just stopped off to see if our window is ready that we ordered about 10 days ago. Right, looking at this door, we wanted to keep the old-fashioned door on the outside, but it's not practical because it's so rotten.
What we was going to do is going to put a stud wall in the inside of that, weren't we?
We wanted to try and make it look the same from the outside with that door. So what are you saying? Just seal it up?
I'm saying...
Obviously, what, another window?
Put another window as big as that in there.
Yeah, so if it's going to be a hell of a lot of work to try and... Well, you can't mend it, can you? It would be nicer to put another matching window in and some more shutters.
Well,
yeah?
Yeah, if you just put a big bit of glass in, perhaps in two halves, I don't know, tap on a computer and see what they've got to offer at the same place. And if I give you a measurement...
What do you mean a big bit of glass, not an opening window?
Can be an opening window or not an opening window. I don't see the point in opening because you've got two openings here.
Only because it would look the same. It's going to look a bit strange if it's just a plain piece of glass.
No, it won't. If it's the same, it's the same coloured, surrounds.
Right, and it would have a shutter.
It would have a shutter on the outside. Yeah, oh, obviously on the outside. But I don't see the point of having an opening.
Well, we could put another door there. It's wide enough for a disabled doorway, isn't it? Yes. Rather than change all these other doorways.
900mm opening. I don't think
so by the time you've got the door in, it's probably not wide enough then.
I think it is.
Well, it depends because you've got different degrees of disabled access. Obviously, we're talking about wheelchairs, but you have other people with like a walking frame and things like that.
Well,
it's a wide doorway, isn't it?
It's a wide doorway. It's wide enough.
It's an old building.
I suggest you go and tap on a computer and see what size that have to be.
So that is 900.
And I'll give you...
The other door, is that the same size? The one that we said we were going to turn around and have it opening the other way? Do you need me to hold the ladder, foot the ladder?
No.
Tony's got to go up and fix the gutter that's fallen out of its housing up there and caused a bit of a flood in the doorway down here. The guttering here is all seems to be this zinc or galvanised, not like we used to the plastic stuff.
Can you push up from the bottom?
Okay.
Okay then.
Okay. Well done. That'll save us a paddle. travertine tiles Tony's just brought back from his trip to Chateau, where he's been to collect the window that we ordered about 10 days ago. There's the new window Tony's just collected, and it's going to be going over here, where he's taken out the old broken nailed up one. And we discussed what to do with this door earlier and decided that we would replace it, the glass door, to match the windows. So we've ordered that one, and that'll be ready in about 10 days. And these are fairly standard sizes off of the shelf here, and they're amazingly good quality. This is wood, double glazed, comes with the handle and everything. I think this is probably the biggest size that they do of this type of window. And this is €249. Now we've got a lot of windows to do, so you can add up lots of 250 or thereabouts euros. I believe the door that we're proposing on putting in here is about the same cost. We won't be replacing all the windows, but some of the really bad ones we will. The others will be mending. And the window will be going in here. We've also ordered a new door for this piece. What are we looking at?
You've got a shelf here.
We've got a shelf.
You've used the old things that was in the walls. Bloody unbelievable.
Oh, now why was that in the wall in the first place?
No idea. But I've made
so you've got great metal shelves with big bolts in. Must have been for something heavy.
It's fairly recent.
And there's what's there a pulley up there for? Like a little pulley in the roof, in the ceiling.
I don't know.
So, very well built shelf, but I think it's coming out.
Made of oak as well, I think.
Is that?
One is up.
Okay. Hey, dearie me. Do not smashing things. So why have we got this big stick up here as well?
I don't know.
Which is attached to one of the beams.
I don't know.
And it's got a hole in the bottom. Is that on purpose, or is it there for some other reason?
Somebody's made the hole on purpose, obviously.
Now what I mean, is it a stick that they found that already had a hole in it when they decided to put it up there for something else?
I don't know.
Along that edge there, it's not wood, is it like cardboard or something along the edges like there? Maybe it's to keep creatures out if they smoked things in here.
Maybe.
As we can still see the very old beams there.
Yes.
That one's a little bit twisted, which is why the floor's so up and down up above it.
Yes. Good shelf from the workshop, this.
This is the room with the hooks in, where they must have hung their hams up to smoke or dry. So I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to keep the vermin out. That is an outside wall along that edge there. Although there possibly would have been a gap up to the upstairs bit. Not quite sure what this is for either. This is not the grab rail for the disabled bathroom, but we will be installing something like that, but a new one. Don't know what, maybe that would be for some sort of cooking implements, or it could have been a kitchen at some point. These beams are so black. You could smell the smoke in here, but then that's probably from what's still left on the floor that we haven't cleared out yet. And there seems to be some sort of a hatch behind. Well, a piece of stone with some very rusted metal around it. Tony's trying to cut off so that he can...
I'll never get the bolts back here.
Right. And there's big metal straps under here. Is that a hinge or is that just a bracket?
What?
It looks like it could almost have been shut. It's got two metal... I think they're brackets, but... yeah, it looks like it could have almost been shut down. Just me, I think. got it. That's a big oak beam above there, isn't it?
Oh yes.
Hey, out she goes. Yeah.
Beautiful limestone corbett.
Yeah, it's had a bit filled in that corner there, unfortunately, but
Yes.
it's got the same bit missing on the other side, so it must be a common problem. But yeah, how long has that piece of stone been there? Wow. A long time. These are all these pieces of stone. What is that bar for, Tony? Do you know?
I've no idea. Tethering your horse, probably.
Tethering your horse? I don't think so, but you never know. There's been an awful lot of soot up there as well. We need to start getting rid of the smoky smell, don't we? We'll probably have to jet wash these beams, yeah?
I don't know.
So we're going to block that fireplace up.
Yeah, up there, yeah.
Because we won't be using it, because this will be a bedroom, won't it? Just leave it for decoration. So again, we need to try and somehow get rid of the smoky smell. It's not as bad as when we first came here though, even now, because we've had the doors and windows open. What is that? Oh, it's like a huge nail.
It's a nail.
Oh, let me get a... Eee. It's massive.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Oh, so are we leaving that bar there? What are we doing on these walls here?
Oh, I don't know.
I'd like to keep the stone effect on that, but we've got to put a partition wall in, haven't we?
Yes.
So perhaps if we can... The partition wall is going at the side of that fireplace there, isn't it?
Yes.
Here. So we can keep the stone detail just here, and then there isn't much on that side, so then that will be plasterboard in, probably tiled, won't it, inside the bathroom?
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. But look, you've got detail on here. Look, it's curved as well on the middle of the...
Yes.
Fascinates me. So you do like a bit of demolition.
Made of tiles and
Yeah, you can see
lime.
they're like little flat brick things, aren't they?
Yeah, tiles on tiles.
Are they?
Yes.
Okay. So, yeah, the same construction as the roof tiles.
See it here better.
Yeah. Why is that like that then and not stone? Is that newer than the stone? It is slightly, isn't it?
No, I don't know.
Right,
Perhaps the
because
stone
we've got the
was-
stone fireplace.
Don't know. That'll clean up nice.
Yeah. So, we could have it sandblasted.
Good.
Bring all the oak.
Yeah, good nice.
They just come in and close the room and they have these big vacuum things, don't they? I
Yes.
think that might be the answer here, because that's got to help with this, getting rid of the tar off of these as well.
Yes.
Yeah, so if we're keeping the fireplace, are you talking about cleaning these bricks up?
Yeah.
They're a little bit higgledy-piggledy. I suppose you can clean it up and then repoint it. We can see what it's like, couldn't we, after we get it
Yes.
sandblasted. Might even bring the stone up a bit as well. So, this bit above the fireplace,
Yeah.
Obviously it looks a bit boring at the moment. Do you think there's anything nice behind that, sitting on top of this beam? Has this been sort of, this bit, has it been rendered or something?
It's been rendered, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, look, that'd be more interesting, wouldn't it?
Same stuff.
Yeah, so if we can take the render off.
Yes.
Oh, I'm liking that. That will look lovely. Obviously we have to fill that hole in up there. I'm liking that, Tony. Oh, I'm standing back though.
And just seal it with some PVA.
Yeah. I think we definitely need the sandblasting, man. And that sink, there's a piece of timber above the sink there.
Yeah.
Probably that whole wall is probably the same sort of construction. Even if we just opened up the bit where the fireplace is and kept the original structure there and then lime plastered the rest, or maybe even dry lined this little bit around the, we want to keep the sink, don't we, as a feature, and the stones around the window can all be cleaned up. They've all been covered up with this horrid render stuff. There's some nice stones behind here. I think we just clean it up as best we can and repoint it. There's some huge pieces of stone. That one there in the window there is all one piece, coming right back here to the doorway. Right. Oh, do you think we can find some extra ones of those to put in that hole there?
Extra what?
Some extra ones of these little square brick things.
Probably.
Actually, yeah, I'm sure we can find something to make it good again. Looks interesting though, isn't it?
Mm.
Tony's called me over to show me something interesting. In the side house.
The floor.
Isn't it? Oh, no, it is metal though.
Yes, but nothing exciting.
Well, you never know. So what is this? Oh, that's part of the tomettes on the front. So that would have just been where they built the fire on the floor. But
Yes.
they possibly might have had some fire dogs or something.
Maybe. Anyway, nothing exciting.
Oh, you're so disappointed.
Could have been there.
But still interesting to see.
Yeah, anyway.
Could have been a tunnel. But it's not. It's heavy. There's definitely nothing underneath it then.
Right?
Is it just mud underneath it or stone?
No.
Right. It could have been a tunnel somewhere, son.
Yeah.
Like it's oh. Like Escape from Colditz, look, where they used to bury it under the fireplace. You've cleared a lot of the mess off of it though, haven't you?
Yes.
Right. Mind your legs on that wire. Okay.
Anyway.
Right. Are you going to sweep it and see if it's got concrete under it or just earth or?
Yes. It's just more the same stuff, concrete, I think.
Not concrete, stone, I suppose.
Yes.
Yeah. So the actual tomettes must be laid on something more solid.
What's that then?
I was just going to say, what is that? Hang on, can't see very well because it's not very bright and I'm making a shadow. Let me come out of the way. Come around this way. Strange. Do you find some weird metal work in these places? Very strange. What's also sort of strange is that these stones here in this corner are curved until we get to that point, whereas on the other side they're curved all the way down. Don't know if that's relevant. It's a big lump of steel, whatever it is. Now look, solid in there. What is that thing then? It's like
there's something.
Got a pin on it, like a buckle.
It's square.
Yeah, strange. We'll never know, probably. Right, oh, well done, you've been busy. So we think that's probably just stone under there, do we?
Yep.
With another piece of metal on the top of it, just to use it as a fireplace.
Yes.
Okay. Have you got... Wow, just looking up, you can see right up the chimney. And you can see there's a big hook thing right here. Well, they must have hooked things over the fire. And there's also another huge hook there, which has got this piece of wire or something on the end, which they must have hung something on. And then we've got this weird bit in the corner, which looks like it must trap the smoke for some reason. Very strange.
Well, look at that, the grease that's on that.
Oh, don't! Yeah, there's hundreds of years worth of grime and soot and grease.
From the animals.
Wow.
Look, that's just...
Oh, what is that? Fairly new?
What, this?
Yeah.
No, it's a hook on it, so you can hook things, look.
Wow, there's a massive great hook up there. Shine the light up there so we can see. Wow. Yeah, this has definitely been used for cooking, because there's another hook, look, in the middle. Further up I can see one sticking out. Yeah. In line with this one in the middle, Tone. Can you shine the light for me?
Where?
In the middle, up the top. There's another one.
Yes. Maybe I'll wear that.
Right, we're not sure if there's another fireplace linked to this on the next floor up. Can't see one for the moment.
Yes.
Okay. Once we get the window in, it'll be more weatherproof, and then a couple of weeks later we'll get the new doorway in.
Tomorrow I'll put the window in, and then
it's good to do that before the winter.
Then I'll take all that out in there, take all the panels off the walls.
Yeah. Right, that's your next bit, is it? To start stripping it out in here.
Take all the nails out.
What about this cupboard? Because we know, don't we, that there's a secret space behind that cupboard.
Yes.
Because if you look at the length of this room and we compare it to where the staircase is behind that door, there's a big gap behind it, and there's actually a small cupboard door behind the staircase that's too low down for anybody to walk through. But yeah, we need to investigate that a little bit further. It's very messy at the moment, but I will show you when we uncover it. So we either take this out, because on the original plan that was given to us by the Historical Society from about the 1950s, I believe, showed this as a doorway, but I think there must have been an older plan, because these cupboards are definitely older than 1950s, unless they've been reused. But we'll investigate further and we'll show you. We're in the living room of the front house, and we're about to open up the chimney, which has been closed all the time we've owned the property, and probably for many years before that. So go on then, Tony. Stand by with the hoover.
I'm not in it.
We have a chimney sweep coming later on. They do have these lovely covers in France on their fireplaces. Oh, I can see some twigs. There's obviously been some birds' nests up there. And, it's going to need a bit of persuasion, isn't it? Oh, it's actually nowhere near as bad as I expected it to be. There's just a few twigs, Tone, and a little bit of grit. I think we might have to get some WD-40 or something. There's something stopping this corner here, look, Tone, like a little wedgy piece of paper. Can I get a tool or something to help? Is that someone's wedged it down, have they? Okay. Is that an old piece of paper? Has it got anything on it? Oh, it's from the post. Something. Piece of cardboard from the post office. Not sure what that's about, but obviously something somebody had to hand. No dates.
No obligatory dead bird.
Oh, no dead birds, good. We don't like dead birds. But a few twigs. Obviously the pigeons have been up there. And a few cobwebs, but not even many cobwebs. It's actually a really big fireplace, isn't it? So in front of that, there's a piece of metal at the bottom there, isn't there? I can see the edge of it now.
Yeah, can you pass me my tape measure?
Okay, here we are. What are we measuring for?
I'm going to put an uncut piece of wood cold to keep it up.
Oh, I see. Will it not stay open then?
Not at the moment.
Oh, that could be a problem if we want a fire, couldn't it?
Well, I should use a lump of metal eventually.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Okay, well there you have it. Fireplace number 1 opened up in the front house. And it actually looks as if it might be quite serviceable to light a fire in. We'll get the chimney sweep to check it out later. Then we could use this room, hopefully, for a little bit of entertaining, once we can warm it up a touch. We have a dining table in here. Just need to buy some new chairs. I'm off to the Brocante again later. A more local one this time. Actually, the one that Stephanie goes to on a regular basis. This is a special video for all those ladies who like to watch men hoovering. Hold on, Tony. It's actually really big.
That light there, will you?
Sorry?
Off that light, will you?
What's the light? Yeah, it's very dark in here at the moment, isn't it? Need some better lighting. Even that's not going to help much.
Oh my God, look.
What? Oh my God, what? Can you film it? Or, oh, what is it, a metal panel or something? It's because we can't see it. What?
It's a fire back, it's a metal fire back, and it's got...
Metal fire back. Can't see any detail on it though, Tony. Oh, right, we'll have to get a closer look at that in a minute with a better light.
Take the lampshade off.
Yeah, that means unscrewing it all though, Tony. Right, hang on. Have you got your torch? Let me just pull. Right. We will clean it up a little bit better, but we can see a figure. A woman? Yeah.
Yes.
Possibly a woman.
Obviously woman, there.
Holding a torch or something. What's up the top
No, it's
there?
holding a... like knocking on a door. Looks like a door thingy.
Oh. And obviously what looks like a Greek urn. A pot. Is it a fountain? A flower? Can't see the detail properly.
I know.
But yeah, that's an interesting find. We need some fire black.
Yeah.
Don't we? What do they call that stuff?
Fire black?
No, zebrite.
Yeah.
Anyway, we need to give it a clean up. But yeah, what an interesting find. That's brilliant. Now we can light the fire once we get it swept.
Right.
Thanks, Tony. Tony's tiling the hearth where the tiles were missing in order that we can use the fire and light the fire. Tony's going to open up the vent pipe at the side of this fireplace for the first time so we can see what that consists of. Oh! I didn't think it was going to just come out in one piece. Ooh, creepy crawlies, Tone.
Where?
Well, it looks a bit mucky. That actually goes back towards the other fireplace in the next room, Tone.
Yeah.
I'm a bit confused now. It's a bit dark to see, but I expected that just to open and have some sort of vent on it.
Yeah,
can you see light?
Can't see inside there.
Nice. Don't think it's actually connected into the fireplace. So is there a lid, or is that just, perhaps that's just for sweeping the chimney?
I don't think so.
What would it be for then? It actually goes downwards instead of upwards.
Yes. I don't know. Anyway, might know who that.
Oh, I find that very strange. Perhaps the chimney man will tell us.
Yes.
If he speaks any English, he might be able to explain what it's for. Really pretty town here. Look at that cross there. Well, I'm just going to turn you around for a minute. I've just pulled over for a moment because I've spotted some Trompe. Can you see it? Oh, we're going to drive past it in a minute. Keep your eyes open. Right, and here we go. If you look directly ahead at the pink house, that's all painted. Very, very clever. As it looked almost real from up the road. But you never know what you're going to find. Oh, including a little brocante. Oh, where can I stop? Oh.